Welcome back to Coffee with Cadro, where we meet game changers, trailblazers and entrepreneurs shaping business, culture and entertainment. In this episode, I'm joined by Little Emperors, who are transforming the way people travel, connect and experience luxury. They've got 30,000 private members and partnerships with over 4,000 different hotels worldwide. And the beautiful thing is that you can book your holiday in 4 clicks, which is unbelievable. It's seamless and personalised, and that's really something. Welcome Rebecca and Hannah to Coffee with Cadro. Great to have you here. I'm really looking forward to this one. You started your career in investment banking and then shifted into travel. What prompted that transition? Was there a light bulb moment?
I was at school in London, University in London. I got a job at Goldman, spent almost a decade there. And in the '08 crash, saw an opportunity in travel, predominantly corporate travel, where a lot of the hotel groups and especially on the luxury side, lost a significant number of their corporate contracts. It blew up pretty quickly. We had really good uptake. It wasn't an intention to ever leave investment banking. My intention was to stay there and just set this up to support the demand amongst friends and family, and quite quickly realised that it would be almost impossible to do both. Resigned in about 2011 and took this on full time. It was a big lifestyle change for me, having spent so long in the city surrounded by an incredible team of people, to setting up my own business alone. And the adjustment was strange, but a good one for me. And spent the next few years really understanding the industry and the opportunity that lay in the travel industry. Today, I like to describe us as more of a tech company than anything else that supports the luxury travel industry with really fluent content and cutting edge technology to create bookings more easily than they would from a typically fragmented industry where you must go to multiple websites to do one thing. And that really is how we started and where we are now.
Just from speaking to you, I can see there's an amazing chemistry between you guys. How important is that in building and shaping a team?
One thing I like saying is that we have very few leavers in the team. It's the same team from the beginning. I think I've been to 1 leaving drinks in 12 years. And the team have all been so critical in the growth of Little Emperors. Everyone has a different role, and Hannah and I started off as friends.
Rebecca at that point would have been 7 years into having founded the business, and I was in a different role. My background is in hotel sales, so I was always on the business development side of things, so Little Emperors was essentially my client. And we had met at a trade show. She wanders over to my little booth and sits herself down and says, I actually know all about your hotel, because obviously she's done her research. So don't tell me about that, you can just tell me about yourself. And that was the start of our friendship. And for 5 years we were working together, yes, in that client relationship, but we became very close friends. So when I was in the US, I was really looking after the travel agency community, and over there's a strong independent travel advisor networks and communities, and it was my job to go into their offices and sell to them, and we were recognizing that it was archaic. And then I land at Little Emperors, where there is this incredible platform, and it just streamlines all of the processes around booking properties. Now that is, yes, relatable to the end client, but it's also relatable to somebody who is operating their own travel agency. So therefore, we decided to set up MyLER at that point, and it's now allowed us to onboard now a number of independent advisors who are utilising our platforms in the same way that the members were prior to.
So as a female founder, has that been a help or a hindrance? And has it helped shape the culture within Little Emperors?
At some point we were only female on the team. Yeah. We have since recruited some males in the office. They're allowed. I've never really considered it a hindrance or worked it to my advantage. I've just got along with being a founder. It comes up a lot, especially in tech. Not a lot of females talking on tech panels, but it's never really impacted me. I've always been in a pretty male-dominated environment and never really impacted the way I work. The team is definitely on the female-heavy side. We have a team of developers who are more men on that team, but we wouldn't ever consider it in any way hindering or taking it to our advantage.
You've scaled globally while keeping a boutique feel. How have you managed to protect that?
So personalisation today is luxury, and our client base are at the point of expecting personalisation. They're less forgiving, they're less patient, and personalisation is now part of their journey with us from the moment they open the app to post-checkout. The technology that we have spent years developing becomes the core of the way we speak to them, both in content. Content is put on our platform. We're working on AI scraping tools that will speak directly to hotel websites and actually present relevant information on our site which is accurate and removes the room for human error. And also on the flip side, we have a profile for each of our clients. We've named it My Travel DNA, and that is made up of two parts. One is what we know about them, and the other, they are actually able to add themselves, and it can be down to the red or white wine at check-in, or still or sparkling water in my room, or big or small slippers.
Great answer. Great answer.
That personalisation, really leaning on the tech, but also our travel team is incredible. They have time to learn clients and learn product because we've removed the operational side from them that can be automated by tech. So with those two parts of the business and an amazing team of support, it feels personalised. We strive daily to find the balance. So the automation for us is relevant to a point, but at the same time keeping it personalised is really significant to us as a business, especially in the luxury world.
What trends are you currently watching closely at the moment? And do you feel that there's been a shift into wellness, for instance?
Absolutely, and I think the personalisation piece that we focus on really enables us to do that, because there are the broader travel trends, and then there are micro trends, and then there are personal trends, and it's really pinpointing for the individual where they're aligning themselves. And the wellness piece is, I kind of am reluctant to call it a trend at this point. It is on fire, and we're just seeing more and more being added to what people are considering wellness travel.
Today, people want to experiment with new destinations, possibly to do with the price point of existing destinations going up so significantly, and actually finding newer destinations that are more aligned with budgets, even at the luxury side, but also the experimental side of people want to discover new things. And it's not just to Instagram it, they actually genuinely do want to discover new things.
So many founders I've met can get consumed by metrics, dashboards, valuations. Have you managed to actually enjoy the journey along the way and savour the journey and enjoy each milestone as you hit it?
Yes.
You feel pressure?
Never. I feel pressure towards the growth of the team. We've just moved into a massive, amazing new office as well. It's not consuming for us, but also mathematically needs to make sense. I think a lot of CFOs and people who are consumed by metrics stunt their growth journeys. And for us, our growth has just been constant over the years. We're not a unicorn. We haven't born and gone over. We are, someone called us more of a camel the other day. We can walk slowly and keep going and be totally fine. But if we need to, we can run faster than a horse. I haven't tested that out, but apparently that's a thing.
We've talked about growth and success. Have there been moments along the way where things haven't gone to plan?
I think obviously with COVID, it would be strange to not mention that, given that we work in travel. But again, the opportunity in COVID meant that there was talent available to us. And there was time. We never have time. There was time to actually knuckle down, get the business plan in place, get the content in place, and use that time to be ready and stronger than ever for when it ended, if it ever has.
Do you feel the traditional idea of a travel agent is dead?
You're correct in saying that it used to be a shop front. That person would be static. They'd be there Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and they'd have brochures, and you would go in and you'd speak to them, and they, in most cases, hadn't experienced to really travel themselves. They were probably quite limited, and there's been a real shift in the lifestyle of the travel advisor. And I think now within the luxury space, you're really looking for somebody who you almost see as a bit of a peer and who you trust to understand what your needs are when traveling, and or have intimate knowledge of a brand or a destination. And so I think what we're doing with our platform is enabling our advisors to not sit at home behind their laptop or in a store just looking at a brochure. You know, they're out and about, they're experiencing themselves, they're really having first-hand knowledge of what is available to them to be able to then really advise their travellers.
Okay, now quick fire round. First thing that comes into your head, quick questions. I want your first answer. What's your carry-on essentials?
Phone charger.
Laptop charger.
What's your most underrated destination?
Jamaica.
Canada.
Canada, okay. Pool or beach?
Beach.
Beach.
Your go-to jet lag cure?
Jet lag is for wimps.
When you're on your flight, start adjusting yourself to where you're travelling to. So sleep as though you're already in the destination.
What's your biggest I can't believe this is my job moment?
We as a company have always done an annual retreat. Last year we went to Rome and we had over 60 people there, and it was inclusive of some of our independent travel advisors. And there was a point where we'd had an incredible day doing this scavenger hunt, and then everybody's like racing to this meeting point in Rome, and it was so surreal seeing all of these people, the way that our community had grown, and then all of these independent advisors running around Rome and then getting to this point where we're like celebrating the winners of the scavenger hunt. And I can remember in that moment being like, I actually can't believe this is my job. It was incredible.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's amazing just seeing the chemistry between you guys. It's really exciting times, and it does feel like you're literally only just getting going. So congratulations and thanks so much, guys.